Hi, I know that it's been a minute since we talked last, but I've decided that I was going to make some changes, and that's why it's been so long since I made a video. I actually had a vlog ready to be posted, and I just needed to edit it, but then I kind of had this moment where I wanted to do something differently with my content and how I made my vlogs, and I decided that I won't post it. And I would tell you what I was doing in that vlog, but I cannot remember, so things might be a little more further along than the last time you saw. For instance, my painting. I did finish the castle, and so now I'm going to be working on the landscape. I'm going to have to redo the mountains a little bit because I did get some paint on the mountains that's not supposed to be there, and I might put some more details. I haven't decided yet. It depends how the landscape is going to end up looking. I did start working on my Patreon. I wanted to bring that up because hopefully I do, by the end of this month, want to get it posted. Like, it's going to be published. I'm still trying to work on getting at least a couple things on there. So if you decide to just subscribe, you have something on there. But I already do have a plan what I'm going to do every single month for my Patreon. I'll try to put a little, picture of what I'm going to do. But I decided that I'm going to try and do I'm going to have 3 different tiers. The first tier is going to be $3, and it's going to be a simple, I've called it tip jar, and it's going to be polls. You get 24-hour early access to my shop when I make a website and I make things to put on the shop, and then you will get a YouTube shout out, and you will also have access to my YouTube videos early. So I'll put the YouTube videos on Patreon first so you can watch them ad free. I know that I don't do ads right now, but eventually when I end up getting to the point where I am at allowed to have ads on my videos, you'll be able to watch my videos ad free. And then I will also do like little updates, photo dumps, things here and there. And then the second tier is going to be $7, and it's called Sneak Peek. And you'll obviously get everything from the tip jar tier, but then I'll also have graphic novel work in progresses and updates. So I'll kind of keep you up to date to things I'm doing with my graphic novel. I'll also do monthly sketchbook tours. They'll either be digital scans, or I'll do like a little video of what I did in my sketchbook for that month. And then once I have a website and a shop, I'll do a 10% discount, and you will always have this 10% discount whenever you buy something from my shop. And then I'll do there's going to be 2 videos a month extra that I will drop on this tier, which will either be a vodcast, a tutorial, or an uncut process video. Depends on what I'm doing that month and what I have time for. So a vodcast will just kind of be an extra vlog, maybe one where I'm talking about things that I want to be talking about on my YouTube channel. I could do tutorials on how I do certain things, or whatever. That will probably be later. I feel like I can actually make a good tutorial. And then uncut process videos is just going to be me. Literally, it's going to be uncut. It's going to be me painting or drawing or doing something, and it's going to have like no commentary or anything. It's just going to be me doing whatever that I'm doing, and it's going to be unedited. And then for my last tier, I'm going to do snail mail, which is going to be $15 a month, just because this one is a little bit tedious for me at this point in time, but I'm going to try to do it. And you're going to get a letter from me each month, and it's going to be like pen pal kind of vibes. Like, I'll make it really fun and I'll add stuff to it, and then you will either get a sticker, a small print, or something handmade included. Depends. Obviously, when I actually have a solidified idea of how to get prints and stickers and stuff, I might do a sticker and a print every month, but I'm still kind of in the process of figuring out how to do that. So it could vary, at least in the beginning. And then you obviously get everything from the second and the third tier as well. And for right now, I'm only going to do 10 people for that one because I don't know how popular it's going to be, and I don't know how hard it's going to be. But if it seems to be popular, I'll make it so that more people can get that eventually. But that is my plan for now. I haven't dropped it yet because because I'm trying to make little headers for each of the tiers to make it a little more fun. And then obviously, like I said, I'm trying to have at least one piece of content to drop for each of those tiers, so then when you subscribe, you at least have something until I get the next month, because next month I'll have the entire month to get everything out for each tier. And I've written down a schedule kind of what I want to do for each tier, like how much I want to do, so it's worth, the subscription, because I obviously want to make it so that the content's worth subscribing to. So I put somewhere in my journal here, I think, and obviously it says on the tier for the middle tier that I will definitely be doing 2 extra videos a month that will be dropped on my Patreon. Like I said, the vodcast, the tutorial, or the uncut process video, there will be 2 of those a month for that specific tier. So if I can find it, I will tell you what I put on here. So the schedule. For tier 1, you will always get at least 1 update or photo dump a month, and then maybe a poll. It depends on what I'm working on. I'll try to ask for some opinions, see what you want, especially when I start to actually get stuff to put on a website, stuff to sell. I'll probably get opinions from you guys to see what exactly you would like to see from me, what you would like to buy, what you would like to have on my website. And you will always get at least 1 early access YouTube video, which will definitely be more than 1, because I still want to try and post at least 2 to 3 times a month on YouTube. So that's 2 to 3 times you'll get to see my video before everyone else, and then obviously you'll have a shout out as well. And then for the second tier, I will always have 1 graphic novel update, 1 monthly sketchbook tour, of course, and then 2 videos, the vodcast, the tutorial, or the uncut process video. And then for tier 3, every month you'll get 1 letter and handmade good, which I think I'll send them out at the end of the month, so you'll get them the next month. And then, so I have the whole month to kind of make something and figure out what I'm going to send you guys. That's what my plan is going to be. So I have it all planned out, and I'm really close to getting this actually done. I'm pretty excited about it because I've been procrastinating on making a Patreon. I've been procrastinating on doing like actual tangible things that could take me a step closer to actually making money doing this, even if it's not a lot. The point is I'm actually doing stuff that would, things that you would want to see from me and give me some motivation to actually drop some more stuff for you guys to see. That is my plan for that. I do think that hopefully when I do this video, I will be able to drop it, because I would like to link my Patreon with this video since I'm talking about it. We'll end up seeing how that ends up going. So I'm just going to tell you about some updates. Obviously you see here that I finished the castle in this painting, which I already told you about. It ended up being more red and pink than I originally planned, but I don't really hate it that much. I actually kind of like it. It feels like it's a focal point to this painting, and it stands out, and I think I like it that way. So the rest of it's going to be, pretty earthy colors so that the focal point stays with it being the castle. And I'm really trying to make progress on this painting because I've been working on it forever, and I would like to actually get it finished because I don't want to start the Alice Return to Madness painting that I kind of sketched out. This was going to be in my vlog, but I got a little bit of the sketch of the Alice in Madness painting, but I have to redo it because I did the proportions wrong. So I did 6 boxes by 6 boxes on the canvas, but I did 5 by 5 on the picture that I printed out, and obviously that's not going to work out. So I'm going to try and redo it so that it's 6 by 6 on the picture, and then retry to get the proportions correctly, because this painting I kind of want it to be more exact, at least how the things in the picture that I took are laid out, and then get to that. So I also I think at some point in the last couple of weeks, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I got a couple of books. I can't remember what the one is called, so I'll have to get back to you on that one. But I got a couple of philosophy books. I got Meditations by Marcus Aurelius because I've been wanting a physical copy of this one so that I could kind of underline and do stuff in that book. And while I was in that section, that was the only book that I actually really wanted. I was looking around and I saw a couple other ones that kind of got my attention, so I picked up Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes, and For this book, it says it was written during the chaos of the English Civil War. Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan asks, how, in a world of violence and horror, can we stop ourselves from descending into anarchy? Hobbes' case for a commonwealth under a powerful sovereign, or Leviathan, to enforce security and the rule of law shocked his contemporaries, and his book was publicly burnt for sedition the moment it was published. I don't know if I said that word right. But his penetrating work of political philosophy opened up questions about the nature of statecraft and society that influenced governments across the world. That sounded interesting for me since the state of which we live in today. And then I also am really interested in metaphysics, and I found a philosophy book about metaphysics by Aristotle. And it talks about, in the Metaphysics, Aristotle argued that the reality or substance of things lies in their concrete forms, and in so doing, he probed some of the deepest questions of philosophy. What is existence? How is change possible? And are there certain things that must exist for anything else to exist at all? The subliminal notions discussed in the Metaphysics of substance and associated concepts of matter and form, essence and accident, potentially and actuality, have had a profound and enduring influence and laid the foundations for one of the central branches of Western philosophy. This sounded really interesting to me because, like I said, metaphysics seems like something that I would enjoy learning about. Specifically, I think that's the kind of science that I like. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what the name of it is. Otherwise, I'll put it on the screen so you can tell what I'm talking about. But fantasy book, or I think it was in the sci-fi section. It's an epic fantasy, maybe, and I think it is not a series, but I really like the cover of the book. Hello. I am in the middle of trying to do some sketching on my tablet for trying to figure out what I'm doing for my headers for my Patreon. I have one of them and I like it. It's simple. It didn't take me too long to make. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the other ones, but this is gonna be for my snail mail tier. That's why it's a snail. But I also wanted to include a skull or skeleton in each of my tiers because that's kind of the thing that I like, and then they kind of match, and also keep the colors similar. The tip jar, I think I'm going to do a jar with a skull on it, and then I'm not sure what to do for the sneak peek one because I don't think it really matters. I don't necessarily need to match it to what the name of the tier is, but I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing for that one. We had like a storm, and so it kind of delayed what I was doing because we had like a tornado watch, and I was like, should I be doing stuff right now just in case, you know? I'm really trying to get this stuff for Patreon moving along so that hopefully by the time I have this video out, it is posted, even if I only have one or two things down on there. We will find out. This also is kind of cute. I think this would be cute for like a sticker idea. I don't know, maybe it's not. I'm trying to do some research right now on where I can get stuff made because I don't have any of the tools to make stuff myself. Like I don't have a printer, I don't have a thing to make stickers, so I'd have to get it from somewhere else. And I know that a couple of the places in town at least would make prints, and I know some ideas where I could get some stickers, and I also don't know how much that would cost. So I'm going to do that. I might actually just call the places and be like, hey, how much would this cost to do this? Just so that I can get an idea, and for price ranging, and if it's actually like not terrible, I might start drafting some print and sticker ideas to put on a website. But also I need to make a website. I still haven't done that. That's one of my other things that I would like to do, drafting my Patreon, and then I want to draft a website. This one's going to take a little bit longer because I want to add all of the different pages. I'd like to add a page that's about me, put some of my finished work, obviously add all of my information, and then have the storefront page. And I also am trying to consider whether or not I want to do commissions. I think that they would be fun, but I'd have to figure out what exactly I would do for commissions, and then how I would let people sign up for that. I didn't know if I wanted to make, I know there's like a site or something where you can, it's specifically for commissions, and you can have like a little page so people can pick what they want. It's a lot of planning right now, so I'm trying to just figure out what I want to do, and that's probably what I'm going to do for them tonight because I don't have time to do anything else. I wanted to quick talk to you guys. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing for my Patreon tiers. Okay, not my tiers, like my headers. I still have the two other ones I still haven't actually gotten a chance to make because I got caught up working on something else. But I did get pretty far into this book, okay? The start of this vlog is basically how long since I started this. And I'm about 300 pages into the audiobook. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to crank that out as fast as possible. I can't remember if I recorded all of the painting process, but I started doing the grass after I did the trees. This is the progress that I got yesterday. So I did the tops of these trees. I still need to do the trunks. And then I kind of went over the green on the grass, and I'm starting to do the details. I'm not sure if I like the way that it looks, but also I kind of do. I definitely like this part that's darker. This part I'm still working on, and that's what it looks like from farther away. I don't know. I want to try and finish the details of the greenery tonight, hopefully, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the trunks. I don't know if I'll end up recording that because I am going to end this vlog, but I did use acrylic for the green parts. I don't know if I'll try to put some oils for more of the details because the castle I did in oil, but I also might do the dragon carcass in oil because it's going to be more detailed, and that's the plan for that. Sorry, my window's open, if you can hear that, because it reeks when I paint in here. I have to have the window open because it just stays in here and it's a lot. But I'm trying to get this done, my Patreon. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do. I did find out that my library has a scanner, so you can scan things and then you can like email the scanned stuff to yourself, which I think is perfect. So then I can scan my sketchbooks and I can scan stuff to put on Patreon. And I was going to scan my first rough draft of my character designs for my graphic novel, so that I have that to post on Patreon for the second tier. Hopefully this video, I'm gonna finish it, gonna edit it, gonna try to get it processed. It takes forever because I do all of this on my phone, which isn't ideal, but it's the only thing I have to record. It literally takes forever, like hours sometimes, and try to get that on Patreon. The thing is, I need to get it posted first, and then I'll try to put this video up on there, and then post this video probably the next day. I'll try to get this on Patreon tomorrow, I'm assuming is what I'm gonna have to do, and then maybe I'll release them at the same time because you're not even gonna know I have Patreon till tomorrow, but you understand what I'm trying to say. And then I'm gonna wait until the end of the month to do my monthly sketchbook tour, and I already have a couple ideas for what I want to do for videos on Patreon. I might put one on there, one vodcast on there, because it is still kind of like, I could fit one in there. I won't be able to do two, I don't think, and I'll have some ideas for next month. And then I very highly doubt that anyone's going to, I don't think many people are going to sign up for Patreon because like I like literally have not that many followers or subscribers or anything, but I'm just doing it because I need to do it, and if it's done, it's done. If people end up for some reason doing the third one, I'll make sure that I get something so then I can send it out by the end of this month, because everything that I will do monthly, my sketchbook tours, and for like the snail mail stuff, that stuff is going to go out at the end of the month, of which it's for, if that makes sense, because then I have the full month to kind of like think about what I'm gonna do, and I have a full month to do some stuff in my sketchbook that would be worth putting out. I still have a lot of research that I'm trying to get done. I haven't gotten a chance to research about printing or stickers or costs for that kind of stuff. I also wanted to do some research about copywriting because I have a name for my graphic novel, but I want to have the rights to it before I tell anyone about what it's called and all that stuff. And if I'm putting stuff on Patreon for that, I would like to at least have an idea of what that might cost for me to do that, because if it's not that expensive, I'm just gonna do it now, because then I can be a little bit more open about what my graphic novel is about and what I want it to be called, etc. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. But I'm gonna end the vlog here because I need to get this vlog out, because I haven't posted anything for a couple of weeks and I want to get this out, and then I can just start something new, probably catch you up on in that one. But I do appreciate, I don't think I have anything else to say, so with that I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you guys in my next video.